All right, so a rough night for the Kings. The Avalanche came in and just dominated. I mean, the score is close somehow, but you kind of get the feeling that if the Avs wanted more, they could have gotten it. Even without MacKinnon, they're just a monster of a team. I mean, one of the themes that I've kind of had for the past little bit is the Kings right now, they have a lack of skill and a lack of effort. And those are the two things that Colorado has in abundance. And they flexed them tonight. I mean, they just outworked the team very badly. And, you know, when you got players like Rantanen, like Makar, not even needing MacKinnon, it's going to be a rough night, and it's going to be a rough end of the season playing these guys 3 more times. But you know, that's kind of how the schedule is going to go, and at least there's really not much to play for anymore. So there's, you know, it's not going to be as disappointing to watch the team kind of flail into the end of the year. Other than that, this was the last game that we're going to see of Byfield. And I think, you know, for the 6 games that we saw him, I think he really proved that he's going to come in next year at the start of the year and be a big, big player. He has some things he has to work on, and I know that this experience is going to give him the ability to kind of focus on that. Mainly just the strength. I think he gets knocked off pucks a little bit too much. He's a little weak on his stick. You know, you hear that about guys like Velarde and Kopitar, how they're strong on their stick. I think Byfield needs to work on that, but he will. You know, he's very young, and you know, just as he gets older and his body keeps growing, it's going to fill out more. And like I said, I really think he's going to come in next year and just be a monster. He's got the skill, he's got the mind for the game. It's just kind of about putting it together at the NHL level, and he's gotten a taste of it. He'll go back down to Ontario, hopefully dominate there for the end of the year in the playoffs. But I'm very excited for him. I think, you know, it wasn't a crazy debut, but I think he did a lot, and I think he did enough to kind of, you know, satisfy anybody who was a little nervous that we didn't pick Stutzla, or, you know, that we made the wrong choice. He's going to be very good. And Gabe Velarde tonight was very good. He's been very good for a while, and really ever since Byfield came up, Velarde's been looking good. And like I said, I think Byfield kind of taking some pressure off of him helps. That's now what, 4 goals in 4 games, I think, for Gabe. So really good. And it's also just the line he's playing on right now. Elias Anderson has been very good as well. Iafallo is obviously great. Iafallo also getting the A, which is something that I was a little curious of where they would go. I think my heart wanted Kempe to get the A, but I think everyone kind of knew that Iafallo would get it with Brown being out for the season. Dustin Brown, you know, I think it's good that they shut him down, because it's been clear that he's been dealing with something. I've been kind of nagging on him a little bit about how he hasn't looked good for the past month or two, and now we know why. You know, he's dealing with some kind of injury, which is a good sign, because it doesn't mean that he just fell off a cliff for no reason. And hopefully he can rest through the offseason, because we're still going to need him. I mean, this team, they're going to need help, even though we got the young guys coming up. You need those vets to still put in work. And he's, you know, he's going to be a big part of the next year, where hopefully the team really can turn things around, because yet another end to the season that's a little disappointing, just for how bad the second half of the year was. But, you know, this was expected. And tonight, rough game, made better by the late goal from Velarde. But, you know, like I said, it's going to be a tough couple games. Tomorrow, I think, is going to be really bad. The Kings have not looked good in back-to-backs. And Colorado is just a team that they'll just go. They're going to go 100 miles per hour, 24/7. And so tomorrow is going to be a little rough. We'll see if Cal starts again, or maybe Grosnick starts. But yeah, I will be here, and we'll experience it together. So thank you guys for watching, and please leave a like on the video, and thank you.